My name is Suvinesan. I'm from YIJC. I came into DDEC with a friend's recommendation of mine. He recommended me to DDEC because I was lacking in my studies and I wasn't really doing well. I was in secondary 3, I was in Montfort Secondary School, and he saw my declining grades and he wanted me to cope better. So he wanted me to join DDEC, and that's how I came to DDEC. I like DDEC classes because it feels very natural. It feels like I'm in my home, but then there's a teacher to teach me. So it's not like going to an actual educational center to study. It's more like coming back home to study again. And with we are very open with each other. So that makes the studying process even more easier to understand and cope up with the teacher. And since we're all very open with each other and we can cope better with the studies, our grades also becomes very much better than before. The teacher really understands us, and he gives us our own time to finish our homework and stuff like that. So it's not actually like very teacher-student based. It's more like father-son, father-daughter based, something like that. Before DDEC, I was failing my sciences and math, but as soon as I joined DDEC, I was still feeling very low, and I didn't really had many motivation to study and stuff like that. But once I joined DDEC for science classes, since my math was already improving, I felt very alive, very natural. The subject just came to me. I understood how Mr. Maidin taught us, and it was very easy to grasp onto his concepts, and that really motivated me to study more and know more about certain stuff that's not even tested in the syllabus. And when this happened, as I was nearing Sec 4's end, I wanted to go to JC so that I can continue my adventure in DDEC. Upon Sec 4 graduation, I wanted to continue more with DDEC Tuition Center so that I can get to learn more about what I'm missing on and the different various techniques that the real world uses to solve problems. And it seemed very interesting, and the way he taught it was very natural. So when Mr. Mayan teaches it in a very natural and interesting manner, the subject just comes to me naturally. So I just wanted to continue on to my JC education with DDEC as well. When I joined JC, I needed to do H2 math. And as a secondary school student, I took combined science and a single math. So I naturally didn't have the foundation for A math, and H2 math is based off A math. So when I decided to come back to DDEC to do H2 math, I made sure I wanted to know how Mr. Maidin would incorporate A math and H2 math together and teach me at the same time, and how interesting it would be to understand and learn all these new concepts at the same goal. And this really made me really want to learn more H2 math with Mr. Maidin, because I wanted to know how more interesting it can get when learning different subjects with Mr. Maidin. I was basically failing my combined sciences. It's not a very big thing, but I was failing my combined sciences. I was getting D7s and E8s all around the place, and I was not happy with it. So when I came to DDC, I thought my new goal would be a B3 for my O-levels. But I actually ended up getting an A2, which was not surprising considering the fact how Mr. Maidin teaches. It's very nice to learn from him. So that made me really happy, because what I came in with was a B3, and I got an A2, a distinction score. And yeah, I was really happy with my scores. Since I have really benefited from DDEC classes and seeing my grades go up really high, I have also recommended my sister to join. I've asked my dad to enroll my sister in the DDEC classes because she was also doing fairly well but not good enough. So with the help of Mr. Maidin in DDEC classes, I felt that she would also be able to cope up and get better scores, since both of us have almost the same learning style. I've also recommended some of my friends here to attend DDEC classes with the same learning style as mine, quite playful and also serious when it comes to the studies. And yeah, they've also looked into joining DDEC classes. Every time someone asks me if they have an alternate tuition area or somewhere they can go to strengthen their subjects, I would say DDEC is my first choice to them, because it would definitely benefit whatever educational platform you're on, or whatever strength you have. Mr. Maiden will enhance it and he'll polish it for you. If you're really bad at a subject, he'll bring you up to a passing grade first, and then from there he'll make sure you get your distinction or whatever is the desired score. So DDEC, I would really recommend it to people. And if people like look into distance as a problem, I don't think it's going to be a problem in the long run. This is all a really worth it experience. The friends you make here, the people you meet here, Mr. Maiden, Gayatri, these are really nice people and they really help you out even in the long run. So I would really recommend them to come to DDEC, and I've also recommended a few people to come to DDEC.